Hello fellow hunters, welcome to another Hunt Showdown video where I will be tackling an important but ignored question: is doing prestige really worth it? So let's jump right to it. First, let's talk about prestige itself. When your rank reaches 100, you can reset your bloodline by doing a prestige which sets your bloodline rank to 1. Doing this, you lose all your hunters, weapons, tools, consumables, traits, and any unlocked items you have done are reset, meaning you have to unlock them all again. Your daily and weekly challenges are also reset. On the other hand, your account balance is reset to $4,000. It does not affect any of your stats like KD, assets, or bosses, or any enemy AI killed. And it also does not affect any legendary weapon skins or hunters you may have bought with Bloodborne in the past. Depending upon your prestige, you get a different prestige badge which goes from 1 all the way up to 100. I'm going to put a link in the description where I have shown all the prestige badges in my video, so feel free to check that out. So to do prestige, simply head over to Bloodline under Progress tab in your hunt menu and click on prestige. What you will be getting from doing prestige will be discussed in a minute. To tackle the main question we have today, whether doing prestige is really worth it or not, we have to look at pros and cons of doing prestige. So first up, we're going to talk about the pros. So number one, by doing prestige, you get 3 options which include $2,100, 10% XP on all missions, which allows you to progress through ranks much faster given the extra boost, and finally a random legendary item which includes weapons and hunters, which would be sufficient in itself. I mean, who does not want free legendary items or boost? On number 2, you get access to 5 premium legendary weapon skins that look great, which can only be unlocked by reaching different prestige milestones, which include Sparks, Bornheim, Duringer, Mosin, and Winfield skins, which are all great. However, to unlock each item, you have to do prestige many times before you get it, which kind of puts people off. I mean, to get that Winnie skin, you have to reach 100 prestige. It's certainly going to take a while before you actually get those skins. On number 3, you actually get to show off your prestige, which makes you feel powerful and cool, maybe. When you kill someone, although, disclaimer, it is only applicable in quick play mode, since in Bounty Hunt, the dead player can only see the rank of the killer. He is not able to see the prestige of the killer. On number 4, even though it is easy to earn hunt dollars now, it is oftentimes that you may have less cash, and that may affect your loadout options. So by doing prestige, you not only get $4,000, you also get $2,000 additionally if you choose that option, and which can be a lifesaver, to be fair. And number 5, it gets much easier to play with random teammates, since many players don't prefer playing with people having low prestige. Yes, I've seen this personally. When you're matchmaking with random players, if they spot any player with prestige, like 1 or 2, they will simply just go. Having said all that, personally for me, the cons far outweighs the pros. So let's talk about cons of doing prestige. So the number 1 is losing majority of the weapon consumables, traits, tools, which takes tremendous amount of work and effort to unlock. In many cases, such as opening Officer Carbine, for example, it can be too hard to meet all those requirements to unlock it by playing with different weapon variants. It just feels like a hassle to grind continuously for the same unlocks. On number 2, it also puts you at a disadvantage against enemy players with better weapons and traits equipped. In the match, you will be going up against Mosin, Crown and King, Sparks, with your Winfield and Springfield, so good luck with doing a headshot from Winfield from 100 meters far. Fair to say, it kind of puts you at a disadvantage, and not to mention you have to reach at least rank 30 to get some good weapons like Romero, Sparks, Cardwell packs. On number 3, while I did mention before that it was easier to get some cash using Prestige, it also needs to be remembered that money you earn depends upon the XP you earn during the game. I'm not sure, but I think getting 5,000 XP gives you a $200. Besides that, there are also loot cash registers scattered all around in the map in the game, and you can get extra cash from enemy hunters you have killed or who have already dead, given that they have not been burned. You can sometimes get $500 to $1,000 as well simply from looting enemy hunters, which goes to say that doing prestige for the cash simply makes no sense. So if you want a bunch of cash, get grinding and kill a bunch of enemy AI hunters. And number 4, high prestige does not always mean that you are a very good player. Having personally played with hunters from prestige 80 all the way to prestige 1, it's fair to say that I know what I'm talking about. I have played with many hunters over 30 prestige who don't even have a general game sense, and they get you killed for no reason. So keep in mind that having high prestige does not mean you're a very good player. I play with a friend who has clocked over 1000 hours with over 2 KD but still has not done prestige, so you kinda get my point. On number 5, expanding on the 4th point, when you keep doing prestige, it kinda puts the bar high for someone playing with you who has less prestige. Since the highest prestige determines the kind of players that will be put into the lobby, since it's about skill-based matchmaking. So the skill-based matchmaking is kinda determined by the high level of prestige, the highest level. And believe me, there are very good players with high prestige which you and your friend will face. So most of the time you're going to die because of that. But it kind of depends upon your skill as well. So my conclusion will be, it's comparatively much easier to prestige than it is to actually get good at this game. At the end of the day, it's about what you want to do, but for me personally, I would suggest getting better at the game in the start until you start dropping people easy in every match. Then I suggest you go for the prestige and keep doing this. You will be one of the very good, if not the best players out there. That's all for today. Let me down in the comments what you guys think. Is prestige worth it or not? And be sure to subscribe if you have not done it already. Thank you so much.